Hey everybody, check this out. I got a great story to tell you. I was sitting around the house the other day doing some work. It was late in the afternoon, probably 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And I get a text from my friend who lives here in town, Jared. And he's in a neighborhood really close by. And I guess he was on his way home or on his way out of his house. And he drove by this location and saw what you saw in that photo that introduces this video. Boxes of records for free. On the corner in somebody's yard, possibly leftovers from a yard sale or whatever. 3 boxes. So as soon as I got his text, first I tried to call him to see if he was nearby or if he was still there so that he could throw him in his car. But I couldn't get an answer, so I just literally put on some clothes and not my around the house, work pajamas. Threw on some shoes, but not all the way. I put on my shoes like halfway, ran out to the car, started my engine, figured out it was only a few blocks away, this place, right? So I ran out and I got the records. Within 3 minutes of him texting me, all the records were still there, put them in my car, 3 cardboard boxes full of records. Now, the first thing I did, of course, when I got home, and if you don't know to do this, please take note, you want to get them out of the cardboard boxes. Take the cardboard box stuff and get it out of your house. Get the records out of it, get it out of your house, because if you don't know where those boxes have been for the last however many years, and as you'll see on these records, there's some dust on them. So they've been stored somewhere for a long time. And the thing is with those cardboard boxes is that bugs get in there and they lay their eggs in the corrugated part of the boxes. So you could take roaches home with you. You don't know what could be in there. So as soon as I could, got them out of the boxes and put them in these wonderful crates here. So let me show you what was in this batch that I got off the street. Okay, check this out. Okay, so the 3 boxes of records on the curb equaled about 2 full crates and a little bit, minus these dusty ass boxes here. Look at that. So these things have been stored somewhere for a long time, obviously. And let me just show you basically what's going on here. I took all the boxes and separated them here, classical stuff. Who knows? Some of it might be worth something, some of it might not. I'm going to look that up, of course, for eBay purposes. Let's just start here. So I've been through these briefly when I first got them. Of course, when I was taking them out of the cardboard boxes and putting them into these, I was looking through them and putting things aside, and I started to kind of break it up into segments. Like right now, I think this thing here is just basically where I left a lot of the classical stuff live until I can get a chance to look it up. But I'm sure some of this stuff will be very worthwhile on putting on my eBay store. So I'll just give you a brief look here. Again, this box here is mostly classical, if not all classical. Maybe a couple things in here that aren't strictly classical, but you'll see. I'm going to give you a good idea of what's going on. Here's an interesting one. I don't know who that is, but I'll look that up. Yeah, like I said, lots of classical. What is this? Is this classical? That looks pretty cool. Use it at Christmas. Not that I like Christmas music, I'm just saying that cover looked pretty cool. So, classical. Christmas, classical, Christmas. Also Sprock. Okay, we continue on here with the classical. All right, so that's the first box. Andy Williams, you got some of that stuff in here too. So now, let me just show you these real quick. This little envelope was packed full of these records here. Now, 2 of them. This is like a Heifetz, or however you pronounce that guy's name. Heifetz. It's like a spoken word record by this classical music composer or conductor or whatever he is. Heifetz. Yeah, I don't know. Really weird. Look. See, look. Look at this. It's like a promo. Heifetz off the record, like spoken word. I really don't know, but that was in there. And this was also in there. Another classical. This is a quadraphonic 7-inch, which is interesting. So I'll look that up. But in this, now I think this was the original envelope for the record that was in there with this piece of cardboard. And it looks like it's never been taken out of the envelope. It's the Rex Allen Tours America, the Alamo record. Look at this. But it's just mint condition. There's no dents or wrinkles or anything on it because it's been in this envelope for who knows how many years. Pretty cool, huh? So, I'll look that up. Now, check this out. Here's where we get to some of the stuff I pulled to the side. We got Shirley Bassey 10-inch, Born to Sing the Blues. I'm going to clean that up. I think I can easily make that go away on eBay. And look at this, the best of Peter Sellers. The cover's got some kind of weird aging on the photo, but Peter Sellers 10-inch from the UK. And then with that theme, we have this amazing cover. Look at this. Songs for Swingin' Sellers. Another Peter Sellers, of course, but you got the record player playing the songs, and then you got Swingin' Sellers up here hanging from the tree. Are you kidding me? Look how those legs are dangling, dude. So, I don't know. I just love this. I don't care if this is worth anything or not. I might have to keep it just for the cover. Swingin' Sellers. So that was cool. Now look at this weird comedy record. Why Was He Born So Beautiful? The Jockstrap Ensemble. Look at this. Rugby songs. Yeah, who knows? Now, we got 2 or 3 albums by Eartha Kitt, which I love some Eartha Kitt. But I think these are mostly imports. I'm not sure. Can't remember. A lot of the stuff in here I remember being from the UK. That's cool, huh? Eartha Kitt. You can't lose with Eartha Kitt. And this is real nice. In the Shrink. I think this is Australian here. Yeah, that's not remembering. These Yellow Stars, I think, are Australian pressings. So interesting imports. And then we got 2 by Miriam Makeba, Pata Pata, Soul Tropical. This is pretty cool. This is made in Germany. Made in Germany. Check that out. And then here's another one by her. Really interesting mix of albums in these free boxes. And then check this out. King Richard Flugel Nights. This is an Australian pressing or whatever this is. I don't even know what kind of music that is. And then we have the Seekers. I don't know. Probably not worth much, but interesting, unusual. And then look at this. These are from the Greek island. I don't know. He's having a little meal there with some family, friends, or something. Who knows what's going on there? I like that font. That's some pretty groovy lettering. There's 2 by this guy, Charles Aznavour. Looks like he's falling asleep there. Coming up with a new jingle. So yeah, don't know much about him. Have to look that up. In English. Okay. And okay, there's a classical cover there. I know the record's in here somewhere. It's got misfiled. Some Cinderella. A Sound Odyssey, realistic. I think that's the Radio Shack band. Oh yes, it is Radio Shack. And then dig this. Like, I think one of the only rock records in here. This UK Moody Blues, which is in pretty good shape. A couple of folds there on the cover, but the booklet's still very intact. And I looked at the vinyl. I think it's pretty good too. Here's this weird 80s compilation, Life in the Fast Lane. Probably UK pressing, or Germany or something. Yeah, whatever that says. It's too small for me to look at. But got Billy. We got some 80s heroes on here. Let's see here. Billy Idol. J. John's Foreigner. Okay. So anyway, there's that. There's this. The Art of Manitas de Plata. I don't know who he is. I'll have to look that up. Interesting, cool cover here. Almost like a cheesecake kind of vibe to it. Swingin' Safari. Alright. Classical. That should be in the other bin. So then we got this, Deep Velvet, George Shearing, never saw that one before. Calypso Joe, don't even know. Calypso Joe, I don't even know. Oh, here's Joan, some Joan, maybe. That's in good shape, might be able to turn that over. This looks like a U.S. pressing, but nice gatefold. Really nice. And then we got Jose here. This is probably some kind of import, judging from this plastic sleeve that's over it. Australia. Little River Band. That looks like it might be Australia as well. I'm not sure. I believe it is Australia. Ooh. Wow. So I don't know about that. Look at this interesting Simon and Garfunkel. Kind of a booklet gatefold kind of thing here. Australia. Again. Interesting. But yeah, what a wild mix of stuff in here, right? For free. Okay, Sinatra, we get that one. We got this Sinatra set here. And then we got this Sinatra. And then look at this, the well-tempered synthesizer. I always sell these, but I think this is, I don't know if this is an import or not. It looks odd. It doesn't look like the US one for some reason to me. But yeah, that's always a good one. Any of Walter or Wendy Carlos stuff is good. There's some more classical, some more classical. I think maybe now we got mostly just classical coming at us. But look, these are, whether these are $5 or $10 records, some of these are 20 or whatever, they're in good shape, and I want to get them to the right people. Look at these. Some of these are really interesting. I want to get them to people who appreciate these things. That is my mission. But I think some of them in here are certainly rescuable and valuable. I'm guessing most of these could be sold for something, or worth selling for something. So, I'm going to start, look at that. I'm going to start the process of cleaning and grading these and all that stuff. Oh, and here is the best thing I found. Can you believe it? I love this album, Men at Work, Business as Usual. Japanese pressing with the obi strip. That is the glorious prize of this whole batch, and I'm keeping that one for my collection. So there you go. That's what I found. Thanks, Jared, my good friend, for hitting me to that batch of free records on the street. And we'll see you guys later. May the rock and roll gods bless you as they bless me. If you're interested in any of these things before I put them on eBay, sure, leave me a comment. But I will be washing these with my iSonic record cleaner and making them all nice and tidy for whoever wants them. So let me know. Take care.